how do you make sure that in this dangerous and volatile world that Britain is safe and secure on our streets, at our borders, with our national security too?
Wes, can I have a very quick word?
I'm just going in the fragrance.
I understand that, but you said that you're not going to stand against Andy Burnham. Is there a reason for that?
Give him a second. I think Keir Starmer leading us to a general election victory that no one thought possible will go down in the history books as the man who saved the Labour Party. But it's become clear that new leadership is needed, and that Andy Burnham, with his campaign in Makerfield, won back a part of the country that only weeks ago had overwhelmingly rejected Labour, which shows that if Labour changes, we can still win. I think Andy is the person to lead us to do that. And after conversations we've had in recent days, listening to Andy's ideas, reflecting on some of the ideas I've been setting out in recent weeks, we could spend the next few weeks, we could spend the summer splitting hairs on small differences, or we can pull together and we can unite and we can do something the Conservatives failed to do, which is to pull together, to change, to win back support that we've lost in the country, to deliver the mandate that we're elected on, and to make sure that the people who have felt disappointed by Labour feel they got the Labour government they voted for. I think Andy's capable of doing that. That's why he's got my full backing.
What's the catch? Has he offered you the Chancellor's job, the Foreign Secretary's job?
He has not offered me any jobs. That's not what our conversations have been about. This has been about the ideas that we need to deliver the mandate we were elected on, but also to rebuild trust in the Labour Party and to rebuild hope in our country again. And what Andy did in Makerfield was truly remarkable. It was a place that only weeks ago Labour got completely smashed. And in the conversations I had with people on the doorstep in Makerfield, it showed that there are lots of people out there who voted Labour, who felt disappointed in us, but absolutely going to be there for us if they feel they've got a Labour government delivering the change they voted for. I think Andy's capable of doing that. I think there's far more that unites us than divides us. And I think the Labour Party should now pull together, come together under Andy's leadership and deliver the change that people vote for.
Will you see an immediate bounce in the polls, Mr. Streeting?
Who says this is all being stitched up behind closed doors. There's no scrutiny of the potential next Prime Minister. There's no contest where they are properly stress tested. It's all happening in the blink of an eye.
That Andy Burnham will set his stall out and he will lay out his vision for the country, how he wants to lead differently, how he wants to change not just the culture of the Labour Party, but the way we do democracy in this country. I think he has got the vision, I think he has got the ideas and frankly the priorities that are reflected in communities across the country. Like, how do you make sure that we have an economy that isn't just growing, but where everyone has a share in that success? How do you make sure that kids from all backgrounds, especially working class backgrounds like mine, have the same choices and chances in life? How do you make sure that in this dangerous and volatile world that Britain is safe and secure on our streets, at our borders, with our national security too? And how do you make sure that in our democracy that people feel that their vote counts, that voting does change things and that things can be better by making your voice heard at the ballot box? I think it's an exciting vision and it's one that I'm going to get behind, and I urge all my colleagues to do the same.
If you see a turnaround in the polls, will you go for an early election, Mr. Streeting? So that was Wes Streeting, who resigned from government 2 or 3 weeks ago. He resigned in order to generate a leadership contest against Keir Starmer. We've now had that leadership contest, or at least we've had Keir Starmer resign from the job, and that has generated Andy Burnham to become, or will become shortly, the new leader of the Labour Party. Wes Streeting has placed his confidence in him. He was due to be standing for that leadership contest himself. He's now decided not to do that. We shall see where we go from here. This is John, the Ordinary Guy Rant, reporting for Urban Scoop. If you're interested in independent news, independent views and independent journalism, then please follow us. You can't believe what the mainstream media and corporate bias is saying to us now, so please keep following. If you'd like to follow us, go to urbanscoop.news/support-us. You can also follow me on social media at Facebook, YouTube, TikTok and X. My handle is @TheOrdinaryGuyRant.